What up? What up? What up? Tap in. What's going on, good people? How y'all doing? Coming to you live and direct from Memphis, Tennessee. It is your guy, your mans, your host, Pitmaster, Merritt Bailey with Ball Hoggers Barbecue, and we are in the building today. And we are here, man, coming with you with the live. We're going to sit here, man, let y'all tune in. Get my co-host in the building. Doordash, tap in. Let me send my guy the link again. Doordash is in the building. How you doing today, sir?
Just fine, just fine. You might need to turn your phone.
Hold on. You right. You are exactly right. Thank you for reminding me. Hold on. Let me buckle up, Bell. Where's the phone? Let me see, Bell. We'll get up out of here. That ain't right. Let me get my shit on lock, homie. Lock my phone. So we're going to
He'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking care of his camera sites and all of that. I am your boy, the Doordash Revolution. I am on the channel of Ball Hoggers channel today, and we will be talking about a very, very good episode. We were dealing with the season finale to the barbecue competition bracket, and we all know that commissary took out Central Barbecue. So that's where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen, on that. We got a lot of powerful things going on here for this episode, but he's trying to get things, back square and on point and all of that. Sometimes that happens when the cameras get offset. It be just like that there. I want to thank all the subscribers and viewers that look at his channel as well as my channel. It's very appreciated and all of that. And we still doing other food reviews, information, and gig community information.
Bam.
He's back now, ladies and gentlemen.
We're right. We in the building, right?
Yes, sir.
There we go, man. There we go. Now we here. Hey, we ain't got no technical difficulties. We got the camera right. The sound is right. I have my new phone, man. See, I'm working off my other phone. I got this phone and I got the phone I'm on now. And what happens is, to any live streamers out there, if you don't lock your phone or hit your auto thing where you can flip your phone and do it that way, the long way, your joint ain't gonna come out right. So that's what I had to do. I had to go back and lock my phone. So that's one quick tip to any of y'all YouTube streamers out there going live. If you didn't know, make sure you got your camera to the side so you can get the full view, man, because that joint had you messed up. And our sound is right and our camera's right, and we are in the building. We are ready to rock and roll. We had the pleasure of having Mr. Doordash Revolution with us today, man, the Memphis food blogger who gonna give you the scoop on the inside story of the hottest, some of the best Memphis restaurants that's out here, because we got a lot to talk about this week, man. I'm excited to be here because it's been, how long it's been since we've been on here? About a week?
Yeah, I can say a little over a week.
about a week, so it's been overdue, man. So I'm happy to be here, and we got a lot to talk about because there's been a lot that happened since the last time y'all tuned in. So, what we're gonna start it off with today, Doordash? What you want? First of all, how you doing today, Doordash? How you doing?
Doing just fine, my brother. We just got through wrapping up a few gig work, food delivery that we had dropped off, the different clients and all of that. And then we went and picked our son up. And then I finally made it to the house probably 30 minutes ago when I called you. But other than that, man, it's been pretty good. Besides the summer madness that's going on in Memphis, Tennessee.
Man, it has been a lot of action, right? This week has been off the chain, man. If you don't know, we're gonna update y'all with a couple stories or some events that's been taking place here in Memphis, man. Because as you know, Memphis is live and in action, and especially in the Orange Mound area where I'm located, man. It's always some action going down on the weekend, and we had a real incident popping off Friday night that we're gonna talk about, man. And we're gonna get into that, or we're gonna talk about some barbecue. We're gonna what you want, where you want to go first with it? Where you want to go first with it, Doordash? We got a couple of topics we're gonna discuss. We're gonna wrap up the barbecue breakdown. You want to do the bracket breakdown?
Yes, sir. Let's finish up on the finale on the barbecue breakdown, and then we'll work on the other topics as well.
All right. Well, as y'all know, they just wrapped up the commercial appeal barbecue breakdown brackets, man, and we have a winner. And that winner is the Commissary Barbecue joint, man. They beat out Central Barbecue for the #1 spot for Memphis's top barbecue restaurant, man. So hats off and salute to the Commissary for doing their job, man. As I say, they was a sleeper in my book. I ain't expect for them to go as far as they went, and I most definitely didn't expect for them to pull out the win. So that's what's up, man. The people voted, they put their little ones and twos in there, and the commissary came out victorious. I ain't mad at that, man. We're gonna have the voting going on next year, so y'all can participate. If y'all don't agree with it, put your votes in. If y'all rocking with the commissary, just make sure that they get that #1 spot again next year. And with DoorDash Revolution, he went down there last week because he wanted to see what the hype was about. So he had to be the man on the scene. So he took his time out there and he went to the one out there in Germantown, I believe. And he's going to tell us about that experience on the commissary out there and they barbecue. So what was popping out there in the commissary, DoorDash?
Well, when I went there, I tried the barbecue nachos to go, and I wasn't used to seeing it packaged the way it was packaged. They package it if you're a DoorDash driver picking it up for your customer, and then you're dropping it off. And they packaged everything separate. You would have to put the food on the meat on the nachos, then your cheese on the nachos, then your jalapenos on the nachos, and all of that. I wasn't used to that. It had pretty good flavor to it, but I kind of
they do that so it won't get soggy. So when you take it to go, when you get it at the house, your chips won't be soggy and all that. So I do the same thing when people order my barbecue nachos. Right. I put the cheese on the side, I put the meat on the side, the jalapenos, the sauce, everything comes in its own little container. So when you get home or whenever you at, you can put it on there yourself so it won't get your chips soggy and all that. So I don't know. I don't know if you got that idea from me or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a method to make sure that you get good food quality when you get your product. So for sure.
Right. So that's how he did it. But see, I ate mine right then and there, so I felt a certain kind of way because I told him I was going to eat it as soon as I stepped out of the building. Right. But I understood that's why they packaged it. That's the reason why I use, DoorDash for an example. Because you would give it to your customers. You want your customers to have everything fresh, right?
Right.
So, but I graded it was okay. It was decent. It wasn't, something that would have you saying, "Wow, I'll come back later." But I went back. I wanted to try their lunch special.
What kind of nachos? What kind of nachos do they have, DoorDash? What they have? Pork nachos. What other flavors? What other kind of meats?
Well, the one I tried was pork. I don't know if they got beef or whatever, but I did try the pork.
And how was the pork, just overall? How was the pork tasting? Was it seasoned? Was it tender?
Well, it was tender. It was tender. It was tender, moist. Had nice little smoky flavor to it and all of that. I give them a 1 thumbs up. That's what I get. We would give them one thumbs up on that. But I tried another entree, which was their smoked chicken wings. So not chicken wings, but they smoked chicken sandwich. You see, so trying a sandwich and everything, it was pretty good. I graded it, I think, an 8, overall, but it was a pretty good sandwich, though.
How they make the sandwich up? You said a chicken sandwich, so is it pulled chicken? It's like shredded chicken on the bread, kind of like a pulled pork sandwich, but just chicken.
They could do it out of chop if you wanted chop, or you can have it pulled. So it was a pulled chicken sandwich that I chose, and it had good flavor to it. It was moist. It was tasty. The coleslaw and everything, that was straight. That was wonderful. Everything was just marvelous on that sandwich there.
What about the barbecue sauce? What kind of barbecue sauce do they have, Doordash?
Well, I got the mild barbecue sauce on that one. I didn't want it too hot and everything, and it was pretty good and all. It had good flavor to it and all of that. So it did reach its potential of being a good, barbecue sandwich. So I gave them 2 thumbs up for that.
Do they do the dry? Do they do the dry rub, or how do they do? What's their specialty in there? Like, do they do dry rub season? Is it just smoked meat? How do they do it?
It's basically smoke. They don't do the dry rub on the sandwich. They do the dry rub for the ribs, and then they do the ribs wet too. You can get it dry, or you can get it wet. But with the pulled sandwich, they don't put no dry rub seasoning on it.
Good.
Now with me being able to do that, I got a good little experience of the atmosphere and all of that. The thing is, they had a lot of people, voted. Was able to vote. It went hard for people to vote because they had one of those things on the inside to where you could scan your phone and vote from there. So all of their customers that came in there, they encouraged them to vote. Drivers that came in there, they encouraged them to vote. So that was the thing that got them to get over the hump that we talked about before. If there were to be an upset out of the 4 finalists, that would be the one that would do it, and that's how they got over the hump. They got
Definitely, we said that was their advantage right there. Was their marketing, their social media presence was outstanding. They was in the people's face. They were giving them easy access to get in there and log their votes. You know what I'm saying? Like no other restaurant that was participating. So most definitely they had that on their side, and we spoke about that as being one of the things that probably pushed them over the hump in the beating Central Barbecue. Because really, we didn't see any any type of promotion or endorsements and anything for any other barbecue restaurants out there. As he said, a lot of those places we didn't even know, or the restaurants themselves didn't even know that they were even included in the bracket. So, it was just about the awareness of it, and the commissary went hard, man. They had the like you said, the QR scan code at the register where you could easily get access there. They had Commercial Appeal was posting them in the social media and everything. So they most definitely made the presence out there. And they took off with it, man. But as you going out there and trying it yourself and for the first time, you say you wouldn't be running back to try it again. How would you rank it as a overall barbecue establishment in Memphis?
Well, that's going to be kind of tough because, like I said, I haven't tried their ribs and I haven't tried their chicken wings, and another entree I hadn't tried was their brisket. So I won't do a full analysis on that until I touch bases on 3 of them. As far as their history and how long that they've been doing barbecue and everything, they deserve to be in the top 16, for the competition, bracket. Once again, congratulations to them for pulling it off and winning. And like I said, that sandwich I had, man, it was good. The smoked chicken sandwich was good. You could taste the smoky flavor in it. You could tell that they use wood. You could taste that smoky flavor in it. and it was moist, it was tender. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then it seemed like it fell off the bone. That's how it was. You see what I'm saying? So the sauce was average though.
When you go there, do you see where they're cooking at? Do you actually get to see the pit that they're cooking on?
It's in the back there, so it's not that easy for you to see it, but it's towards the back of their building.
All right, man. Like you say, commissary has been around since 1980 or 81, I believe. So they had a long-standing run out here in the barbecue game. So most definitely they need to be acknowledged up there with some of the greatest barbecue establishments, as well as Ball Hoggers Barbecue. As you know, we was in the building too, man. We was in the
Right.
bracket, the top 16. So we'll be at it next year, man. We're gonna give it our hardest run, and we plan to make all our customers enjoy it from this year on until voting. So y'all come in, y'all try out our food, man, see what we got to offer, and you'll see what the hype and the award winning and the accolades and the trophy case is about when you messing with us. So most definitely the barbecue brackets, they got wrapped up, hats up to the commissary. Who did you want to see win it? Overall, who did you want to see win it, my man Doordash, with the barbecue bracket? Who did you want to see win it? Who was your top pick?
Well, I had picked Central and
You only get one. Only one.
yeah, but what I'm saying was, when I picked from the beginning, it was Central and the barbecue shop. I thought that Central might have would have pulled it off.
But I'm not saying with the politics. Who do you want? Who was your vote? Who
Well,
would you vote for?
well, my thing was that I didn't really vote for any one of them. You know what I mean? But I was expecting Central to win it.
I
You know,
DoorDash give you the political answer. He not gonna get he gonna give you the right answer. Yeah, I feel you, DoorDash. Yeah, well, I wanted of course I wanted Ball Hog Barbecue to win, of course, because that's my establishment. But I would have wanted to see Cozy Corner win. I vouch for Cozy Corner. That's a long time North Memphis staple, man. I want to see them win. I believe the black lady who owns Cozy Corner, she got inducted to the Barbecue Hall of Fame, right?
yes sir, yes sir. She got inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Desiree Robinson, congratulations to her. And I want to be able to do this as well. I want to give her a round of applause. We take a brief moment to give her a round of applause. I did have it set up, but then I got distracted. So, wait a minute, I can't even find it right now. So I'll probably do it a little later on when we get at the end of the show. I'll give her a round of applause then. But yeah, she was inducted to the Barbecue Hall of Fame, first black female to be inducted in the Barbecue Hall of Fame. Now, the first female that was inducted to the Hall of Fame will be Melissa Cookston at Memphis Barbecue Company.
Memphis
And
Barbecue Company.
Memphis Barbecue Company, she was known as the winningest female in barbecue competition.
Okay,
So,
white lady or black lady?
well, she was white,
Okay.
Caucasian. So we got a mixture of, 6 Memphians that won that award, and that will probably be our next series. We will deal with each one of them, give them their salute and a little bit of backstory and history on each one of them that made it in the Hall of Fame, Barbecue Hall of Fame, because it was 6 of them out of the city of Memphis. We got a lot of great restaurants here that have good, rich uh, barbecue, Memphis style barbecue here, including yourself. So, like I said, I want to see more participants next year for the second annual. Hope they up the number from 16 to maybe 32 if possible, or 24. What do you think?
I think, yeah. You say how many are inducted into the Hall of Fame? 6 from Memphis. I believe, yeah. I think Memphis is well deserving of it, man. I take it we probably got the highest ranking of people inducted into the Hall of Fame. I would take it, man. And all the 2 that you named. I know Cozy Corner, the lady who owns that, man. She well deserved that accolade, man. So hats
Yes.
off to her, man. They got some good stuff over there. Cozy Corner is the one. Sure. Check them out.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I got a chance to try their ribs. I tried their ribs and the barbecue spaghetti.
Yeah, I go for their chicken wings. They got good smoked wings, man. So if y'all ever in the mood for some good smoked chicken wings, go out there and check out Cozy Corner, man, for sure, for sure, for sure. And that's the wrap up on that, man. That is the commercial appeal to 2025 barbecue breakdown, man. We gave that to you step by step, man, all the way from round one to the final, to the championship, and with there it is, man. So that was a wrap. That was fun. I enjoyed that, man. I like Memphis when they get into that barbecue mode, man, because that's what we're known for. That's what the city represents, and I'm glad that they making a competition where they putting restaurants against each other to in a friendly competition to make them step their game up to make it competitive in a fun way. So that's what's up, man. And
I I agree with that. I agree with that. Plus, too, a lot of things changed after the pandemic. Restaurants lost some of their best chefs. During the pandemic, and those chefs may have not came back. Good staff that may have not came back, and it kind of affected or reflected on how they prepare their meals today versus before the pandemic. Some
what we
restaurants fell off because of it too.
well, let's talk about it then, Doordash. We're gonna talk about these restaurant closings then. Like you say, it's a lot of reasons why a lot of these restaurants have been closing, and why some of them haven't made it. So let's tap on it for a little minute, man. Talk to me about it, Doordash. Because as you say, you mentioned a couple of restaurants that had closed to me that I didn't know about it closed. You mentioned Red Lobster. You said Red Lobster had closed. I'm not surprised about Red Lobster closing. They've been going through a couple of issues with that thing. So that's an iffy thing right there. I believe they still got one open out there in the Whoop Chase area. I believe is that the
Yeah,
one that closed?
no, the one that closed was on Winchester,
Okay, okay.
right here in Southeast Memphis. It was closed. Winchester way, Winchester and Hacks Cross is that
Hmm.
one over there. They closed their doors. Tops
You know,
Barbecue closed their doors on Quince.
you think
And
the competition is too hard for a Red Lobster to survive? You think with so many seafood places popping up, you think it's hard? There's too much competition, oversaturated, and that's why Red Lobster's having a hard time sustaining.
it could be a whole lot of other reasons that we don't know behind the scene. Maybe where their market is, where they was the demographics of where they were located as well. And like I said, they had a shortage of staff too. The times that I was going there, they had shortage of staff. So it's a whole lot of scenarios that could have went, left for them there.
Well,
You know,
I always just felt like Red Lobster was one of those places that was one of those celebration type of joints that you go to celebrate. It's kind of on the end of a fine dining, but it was kind of casual like. But it was lobster was one of those things that you go out and kind of splurge to do. So I always took it as one of them type of joints. But I think over time, man, it just got oversaturated and seafood just became a normal thing. And folks just began eating it every day. And plenty of seafood places started popping up. And with that, man, Red Lobster just fell to the wayside. They got overlooked, you know what I mean? With too many spots popping up, man. They got
especially in that area,
they
especially
got
in
to
that
do
area.
more. They got to do more of those crab bags with all the butter and the big bags. Yeah, if they ain't on that right now, you can't compete, man. You gotta have the crab legs in the bag and all that to at least maintain in these days, man. Yeah,
That's
step your game up. Got to.
Yep, that's the most trending food right there. You talked about them crab boils and the shrimp boil and all of that. Like you said, all in that whole package there, man. And the
Man,
women
they
craving
know.
for it, the men craving for it. I mean, that's the flavor that keep making people come back for more.
Yeah, all that butter, man. It's just something about all that butter and all that garlic stuff, man. I don't know, man. It just look like high blood pressure to me, man. Clogged up arteries in a bag, if you ask me, man. But if people enjoy it, that's what they do, man. And also you said the
Tops barbecue.
Swankies. You said Swankies, the taco joint closed down.
Yeah, Swank is over there on Poplar. Their little
Yeah,
shopping center in that area, right across from McDonald's. Right
yeah, I
there,
know
right
exactly
across
where it's
from
at.
that area there. They closed over there. Wild Beats closed over there. and it was
What is Wild Beast? What was Wild Beast? I never heard of that. What was that? A vegan
it was a
place?
salad. They dealt with
Yeah.
salads and everything.
See, I hate to see places like that go, man, because I love this. You got to keep that healthy stuff out here, man. Support your healthy, whole food places and all that stuff, man. Yeah, for
They
sure.
might have moved to a new location. I'm not for sure because it didn't show up that it moved to a new location. Everything that was in that building pretty much is gone. That was doing business there at that building, that spot there is gone.
And you
We
say
had
Tops closed? You said Tops closed?
Tops closed on Quince,
Oh,
right over
another
there,
one,
close to
another
White
Tops
Station.
closed.
Yep, it closed. Elwood closed. Elwood Shack off of Park, it closed. Um, that famous hamburger place where they had them large hamburgers. The I can't
You
even
talking about
pronounce it. But you know what I'm
you talking about
talking
the one
about.
you talking about the one downtown?
Not downtown, the one that was in North Germantown Parkway. They still
Uh,
got the one downtown though.
okay. They closed Hooters. They closed Hooters downtown.
We
Yeah, I rode past there the other day. That joker closed up, man. A lot of places jetting out from downtown, though, man. They say crime getting bad, man, and that's one of the reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, that I talked to a couple of restaurant owners in those areas. They said that is one of the main reasons was crime. Vandalism. Costing them a whole lot of money. I know
Customers,
I
customers not wanting to come in. Customers not even wanting to put their life in jeopardy to coming down at your establishment. Yeah.
right. And Memphis wilding out too. I mean, we.
Oh, that's a good segue there, Doordash. You gave us the segue into today's weekend news. Yeah. over, over the weekend, over the weekend in Memphis, we had an exciting weekend, people, and let us tell you about it. Over there in Orange Mound, Memphis, Tennessee, boy, we had a sea of blue lights going on Friday night. They brought the whole police department down. All the MPD was in action, and they all rode down to the corner of Park and Airways, where it was a situation where an officer was involved in a shooting with a suspect who tried to run him over with a car. What?
Wow.
Wow! Tried to run him over with a car, and the officer said, "No, sir, we're not having that today." And he pulled out that pistol and he blammed on him and gave him that business and laid him down. And he survived. It happened Friday night, and they just reported that Monday the suspect had passed away. So rest in peace to that guy, man. Hats off. It's a tough situation to deal with, man. It's out of hand, it's out of control, unnecessary, and I'm just gonna let it's crazy because it was the same situation that happened in South Haven, Mississippi. Also, it's a Sonic out there where a guy tried to run over the police and evade arrest there, and the police shot at him. People were saying, "Why the police shooting at him? Why they shooting at him?" That's two sides of the coin. I don't know. I'm gonna let you tap in, DoorDash, man. What do you think about the situation? Just let you give your ones and twos before I give my opinion.
Well, people got to look at it from this perspective here. Especially when your life is on the line every day. We done had bad situations that cops done to people they try to arrest. This situation, that occurrence right there, could have been avoided. I'm gonna give you a good example. When I went down Kirby, the police officer did everything to try to calm this guy down. He was telling me, don't do this, don't do that. He had him in the position to where, like when they put their hand around your belt and they got that hand between your belt, you know what I'm talking about, inside your belt, to
Right, right.
kind of control you.
They're
But
trying to lead you, yeah, trying to jack you
yeah,
up a little bit. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
so he took that off so he could get the other handcuff to put on the other hand.
Mhm.
That's when the guys turned around and they was like face to face, chest to
Right.
chest.
He do that, yeah.
All right, he started telling him to calm down. He had him like this here, calm down, calm down. No chokehold or nothing. He just had his arm just, forearm up against his chest, calm down, calm down, calm down. Dude hit Buddy. When he hit him, they all went over there and rushed him. He hit him again. Next thing you know, the police picked him up and had him.
Oh, slammed him.
Had to slam him.
Mm.
You know, a lot
Slam,
of people.
slam the child on the hard concrete. Yeah, in the
Yeah,
word of Slick Rick, man. Slam the child on the hard concrete.
yeah, but that concrete, it's not gonna give. You know
Mm.
what I mean? So, you know, a lot of people when they do wrong and stuff, and they talk about that they're not afraid of the police, but no, as soon as they get caught up, they panic, and when they panic, they do reckless things that can not only cost their life or the police officer's life, but innocent bystanders that are around.
Yes,
We,
sir.
we had an automobile accident that happened right there on Quince, right across from Ridgeway School. You know that lady, she hit that bad spot driving 80 miles an hour. What is you driving 80 miles an hour for?
You
That
were
car
on the
flipped.
you were on the spot for that one, weren't you?
Yes, sir. I was there. It flipped. So when that car flipped, it went over there into the field. It
Mm.
had hit two or three other cars. And then another car was trying to avoid it. It hit somebody. Somebody was up under the car. So, you know, this is summer madness that I be warning them about on the Doordash Revolution channel for the last 4 years. You know, delivery drivers, they out here, they running wild, they wilding out. You know, trying to get that quick order, that fast order. They want to try to make 30, 40, $45 an hour. They multi-app. They got Grubhub on one phone, DoorDash on the other, right? Uber Eats on the other one. Sometimes they juggling with two DoorDash accounts on one phone, two on Uber Eats on one phone, and then two Grubhubs on another phone. So you trying to juggle all these orders at the same time. It's really impossible.
Trying to
You
drive
know,
and everything else. They balling, trying to get to where they got to get to. They ain't paying no attention where they going. They speeding. Yeah, it's hectic out there, man. You got to be careful.
so
Got
it's
to be
done.
careful.
So
Don't
it's
risk your,
dangerous.
don't risk your life over $1, man. That's most definitely, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
If you die today, you can't get no more money. So don't risk your life over $1 today because you
I
can't get
agree.
land after that.
I agree. So my perspective on I'm gonna say my opinion on what's going on here with this helter skelter thing that's going on between criminals and police officers. Man, it's gonna get even more dangerous during the summer. As people wilding out. Best thing I can tell people is keep your eyes open.
You saying the right thing, and I think that the police is trying to set a precedent right now for what's coming for the summer. I think they saying we're not playing with you right now, so when the summer get here, really expect for us to be clamping down on you, man. We getting serious right now to let y'all know what y'all in for. And I think they sending a clear message out there that they ain't tolerating it, man. You either comply or you die. You know what I'm saying? That's their clear message. They on that Florida sheriff stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he was coming at them. If you do this, they're gonna kill your graveyard dead. I think that's the message the police sending, man. They got that immunity or something where they can get off with it, man. You know, if you disrupting and you doing something that you ain't got no business doing, the police, they exterminating you. So y'all got to be on your toes, man. Stay out the way. You know what I mean? If you ain't got to be out there, don't even be out there. You know what I mean? Sit back, get your money. If you're a family person, sit back with your family, enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Live it to the fullest, man. Let the streets handle their own business because they not playing. The criminals not playing, and the police is not playing. So you know, it's wild, wild west out there, man. Every man for themselves, man. You know what I mean? So just be careful out there. And
That's
on top of that, people's not in their right mind. And that goes to, did you see that dude who was jumping off the bridge? I don't know if he jumped or not. Did you see
I
that
don't
guy?
know. I didn't see that. Tell me more about that there. I
That was
heard about
right.
it.
That was right there on 40. You know where they got the 40 interchange with they call it the Spaghetti Junction, right over there, like 40
Yeah.
going to Nashville way.
Right.
Yeah. They had a dude up there. He was gonna jump. I just saw the video. They never showed the end of the video, and I ain't check up on the news to see if he jumped or not. But they pulled out the big air mattress and everything. So if he jumped, they can catch him. But yeah, they made a whole scene out there. So you got people jumping off bridges. You got people running over the police. the city is on fire, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's
That
serious out there.
fentanyl. That fentanyl got them crazy and some more stuff.
Man, it's the heat. It's too hot. It's too hot. It's only finna get hotter, man. The summertime, man. Beware.
Man,
Beware.
They better be well. If they can't survive the heat here, imagine places like Arizona that's 116 degrees to 120 degrees right now.
No,
Right
man.
now, I'm talking about right now.
Yeah,
You know,
they blow their top for sure, man. For sure.
wow, wow.
That that's wild, man. And with that being said, with all the stuff that's going on in the city, you know we got a holiday coming up, the Juneteenth, man. Juneteenth. Do you celebrate Juneteenth, DoorDash?
Hey, we did the best we could do out here, man. Trying to give salute to those that's in this business here, as far as restaurant owners and all that. You know, we support black businesses on our channel. You know, Black History Month. You know, we try to do at least one every month, and then we also try to do a dedication during the month of June. Also, August is National Black Business Month. That's what we do. We promote. You know, we promote these black businesses. We give them their recognition. We give them the salute. We want to be able to provide a little bit of backstory and history that people may not know or may have forgotten of the ones that paved the way, legends that built legacies here in the city history. That's where we want to be at right there. And I think that they need to be have a salute for what they have done, all the blood, sweat, and tears that they put in, you know, making Memphis, you know, what Memphis is today as far as, you know, dealing with food, barbecue, you know, stuff like that, businesses that's trying to help the community, the youth, schools, all of that. That's where we at with it, you know. So yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I didn't know August was, you say it was Black Restaurant Month?
No, sir. National Black Business Month.
Okay, National Black Business Month
Yes.
for all black businesses. So get out there and support.
Yes. So, like I said, we got a lot of plans we got to do with that channel there. Even though it's, you know, a channel for the delivery drivers community, we trying to make it more than about the delivery drivers only, because food is worldwide. Food is a full 360-degree scope. It's not, you know, 180. It's not just one triangle. You know, it's not just one dimension. It's the full three dimension. You know, you got to, you know, deal with the restaurants, the restaurant owners, customers, the delivery drivers, these apps, these technology app last mile logistic companies and all that. You want to deal with the full scope, the full picture, you know, of the food industry business in America.
You got to know the ins and outs, man. That's why I say this is the educated man, because he takes time out to know the ins and outs of the business. He does the DoorDash. He does more than just DoorDash. He tries to figure out the business side of it, and he wants to know what's popping off in the game. So he takes his time to know the whole situation with it, man. You got to respect that. And I know it's going on Juneteenth. Like you say, it's going to be a lot of businesses to support out there Juneteenth. Make sure, extra sure you highlight your black businesses for that little weekend, man, to get out there and support those, man, for sure. How do you celebrate your Juneteenth, DoorDash? What do? You get out there and barbecue? Do you do your 1-2 on the grill or what?
Well, you know, I'm going to do something. You know, usually summertime is barbecue season for me anyway. I barbecue, you know, during the summer all the way up till it get winter, you know, but we do a whole lot of it in June, in May, you know, we definitely do that. You know, you want to see people get out here in the community, man. There's still all this craziness going on. You try to de-escalate it by having people get a chance to enjoy one another's company, having a good time, and that's what it's all about, you know, with less drama as possible, you know, because like I said, once again, man, Memphis wilding out, you know, old, young, no matter what color you is. Matter of fact, it don't have a color to it.
What
It's just everybody wilding out.
what you think about what the mayor said? The mayor said, don't focus on the negative, just focus on the positive. Overlook the negative and just think about the positive.
Can't just overlook the negative. You got to learn from the negative as well. You know, you can't just take a complete story and say, I'm going to tear a chapter out the book, and now this is what you need to, you know, you need to pay attention to. You need everything that made that book what that book is. You know, you got to look at the negatives to learn from it, you know, and be able to show others how we can make better decisions from making bad decisions, right? So you can't sit there and say, well, I messed up, man. We're going to look over it and not going to learn anything from it. We got to learn something from it. It's costing people lives out here. You know, people don't even know how to respect each other anymore, know how to talk to each other anymore. They can't even have that peaceful conversation. You know, they sit there and say, okay, that's your patio, but I'm finna go over here and I'm going to enjoy your patio. How you going to enjoy another man's patio and that spot don't belong to you?
Yeah,
You know,
it's most definitely getting to a point where they feel like they have a right to your belongings. Like what you have is deserving of me. I can take what you got. Yeah, they most definitely feel entitled.
and you know that's going to cause conflict and as well as bloodshed. So my thing is, you know, on all platforms and social media and all that, people need to start respecting each other and each other's space. It's very, very important. A lot of this stuff can be avoided. A lot of deaths can be avoided if we take time to remember that. But as they said, it is what it is. I hate to use that word, but it is what it is. But respect is the key, you know, of our fellow mankind. You know,
It's a real situation. There's the irony in it where you have the holiday, the people get out and they celebrate the Juneteenth, and that's supposed to bring the unity amongst the people. But at the same time, like you say, we don't even have that kind of respect for each other, you know? So we have a holiday that's supposed to be highlighting the unity, man, but we're not even treating each other like brothers and sisters, man. So what the hell are we celebrating the holidays for? We need to treat every day like Juneteenth, man. Come together and have a common unity every day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why they out there trying to celebrate and act like we all brother, sister now, man. Treat your
and
brother right every hour of the day, man. Every day, man. 24/7, 365. And
I
that's how
agree.
you work that out.
I agree. Not just for the black nation only, man, for all races and
It's not,
nationalities.
don't just
Because
take it as an opportunity to get out there and pop firecrackers and barbecue, man. You know what I'm saying? Learn your community, learn your people, man, and love each other. You understand? That's
right,
what it's about.
right. If you're able to, you know, de-escalate a situation, do that.
Yeah.
You know, some people we in the generation, everybody popping off, man, snap finger ready, popping
You
off,
can't
man. They don't think it just boom.
you can't barbecue on Friday and shoot at them Saturday. It doesn't work like that, man. You know what I mean? You can't. Yeah, I can't do that. We can't eat chicken one day and now I'm ducking bullets with you the next day. We're supposed to be
Well,
family.
I remember a family member back in the day, man, used to sit there and say, I'm gonna grill barbecue and have my fork in one hand, my pistol in another. You know,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. I don't fool with them folks to today because you know, you go there, somebody gonna get hurt. You go there
Uh,
to have fun, but somebody gonna get hurt. So sometimes you have to know how to distance yourself from stuff like that. We got to be aware of what's going on. Summertime is one of the dangerous times of the season. It's
yeah.
hot. When temperature rises, tempers fly. So, you know, road rage, you know, we can talk about road rage almost all day, you know,
Man, serious.
from people just going to the warehouse, to the grocery stores, the delivery drivers out here,
Man,
everybody.
riding on the expressway is a death sentence nowadays. If you take the E-way, you can get shot at. You understand? Yeah, you honking somebody wrong, you can get shot at. You take somebody parking spot, you can get shot at, man. Yeah, road rage is real, man. Everybody is a little unstable. It was a story in the news. A guy Chick-fil-A. He was in road rage, dude. The Chick-fil-A line pulled up the blammy on somebody
See,
in the
see?
Chick-fil-A line, cutting them off or something like that. So, oh, definitely, man. Y'all got to cool out. Cool out, man.
Yeah, them tempers, man. I mean, and then everybody impatient. You
Yeah.
know, racing to get in first place, but don't know what direction they going in.
Nah, rush to get to nowhere, man. Be in a rush to get to nowhere, man.
Or
That's
rushing
what
to the graveyard.
That's one of the situations where you see that they dude baller doing 100 and y'all and you catch up with him and you doing 30, he doing 100 and y'all still catch up at the same red light. You stop and pull up right beside him. Like, why is you doing 100 I'm doing 30. We both in the same place. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Exactly. I agree with you 100% on
yeah,
that and everything. Like that's why I said we wilding out. You
yeah.
know, the things that we use in our body, to try to, it's taking over people's mind. It's taking over their mind, their spirit, and their soul. So they get out here, man, and get reckless, man, and they have that I don't care mentality until they get caught up. Then when they get caught up, they want to run over the police, just
I
like the incident. You know, they didn't care until at that moment, right? He didn't care until that moment. When he did care, he wanted to hit the police. See, run over him. See, that's a lot of stuff we bring on ourselves. You
yeah,
know, that's all across the board. Nobody should be exempt. Sometimes we let our anger get in the way, and then the devil he comes in, he takes over, and we have to be careful, man. None of us are perfect. It's easy to get angry if you can, walk away from a situation. You can, just like that pastor that just got killed not too long ago. He was at a bar and grill, trying
yeah.
to enjoy having a good time, and then he's not here today. You know,
You most definitely can't be. You most definitely can't be the aggressor, and then claim victim, man. You can't do that. You can't try to run the police over, then claim the victim. You can't try
right?
to. Yeah, you can't try to intimidate people. Then you know that's not how life works, man. People got to be more cooler, man.
Yeah, that's why I try to stay out of the way. There's certain neighborhoods I try not to go to at certain times.
So,
You
but
know,
Juneteenth, y'all be cool, man. Everybody be safe. Y'all sit down, enjoy yourselves, man. Let's try to have one day of nonviolence, man. I know it's not hard to do. I just put the guns down. Forgive little Pookie for that little money he ran off with. Forgive little Ray for banging your baby mama, man. Just forgive everybody for that one day. Let them slide. Just one day of nonviolence, man. Y'all feel good, man. Save a bullet. Keep it in your pistol, man. It won't. It'll be all right. It's cool. You ain't gotta be out there shooting up everything, man. It won't get you nowhere, man. So for Juneteenth, I hope y'all sit down, eat y'all some good bologna sandwiches, some chicken wings, some ribs, and do with y'all family, man. Be out the way and stay safe, man. Because all this violence is nonsense, man. People
yes,
can't even go out and enjoy that stuff. You can't. Bill Street and all that stuff is shut down now. Like, I don't know if you know, but the city is shut down now. I think they might have put a curfew or something on the city because after like 12 o'clock or something like that,
really.
everything is shut down. You can't even go. They cutting the streets off. Streets is blocked off. You got to go straight to the house, man. I ain't playing out here, man. So until y'all get it together, it's gonna be hell out here in Memphis, man. In the summer, like you say, summertime is just gonna get worse, man. The jackings is ridiculous, man. The robbings, all this stuff, man. You got to do better, Memphis. We love this city, man. So we got to get it together. We care. We care. We here for the best of it, man. That's why we
Yes,
do what we
indeed.
do. We try to bring
Yes, indeed.
the common bond between people, man. Sit back and talk, man.
Yep. And then on the 28th, of this month, I was told it's supposed to be a food truck festival out there where can't call the people names for nothing to save my life right now. But both
What?
of us went there. Both of us
What?
went there.
You talking about
That
my chicken
chicken
man?
man.
The
Yeah.
chicken man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the chicken man. You went there. I went there. That's my guy. The chicken man. He got a restaurant where he has a food lot. It's not a restaurant. It's a food lot right on Jackson and Macon. So right
Right.
there across from the old food stamp office, man, he has a restaurant, food lot set up over there, right next to American Deli over there. He
Right.
has about 4 food trucks operational over there that he's serving food out of, man. Go check him out. I went over there last week and Doordash went to go get us some chicken. I'm going to let him tell you about it. I'm going to get my take on the review, man. What'd you have over there when you went to the chicken, man?
I had catfish. And the chicken. Catfish and chicken meal. I also did a food review on it. I give it 2 thumbs up today. It had good flavor to it, a good balance of the hot sauce along with the honey. Everybody can't do that. Have a good balance. Yeah, chicken was a little small. That's understandable. But the flavor,
It was party wings, right?
yes. But the flavor, you know, is some of the best in the city.
Mm.
You know, the fries, the crinkle cut fries, you know, I like them golden.
I saw your
So
plate. I saw your plate though. He has a combo. He had like a fish chicken combo. So you don't
but
have to get either or. You can get both.
I got both.
You can get it as
Best
a
of,
combo meal.
best of both worlds.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
and the catfish was good. It
Mm.
was good, man. It wasn't fried hard, had good seasoning on it. I don't like my fish hard.
What kind of fish
And
was it? Was it catfish
catfish, catfish,
fillet?
yes,
Yeah,
catfish. So it was good, man. Like I said, I give them 2 thumbs up, everything, and the food was on point. You know,
definitely.
people if they want to know how I rated it, they're gonna have to go to DoorDash Revolution channel or
Yes, sir.
go to Pitmaster BBQ Grills and Thrill and look at it over there. You're gonna
Mhm.
see what I rated as. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up, but if you want to know the number rating between
Mhm.
1 to 10, go check it out over there.
If they want to see the whole spread, he's gonna show you the whole plate and with that, with everything. You can see a visual of it, so you can really get an in-depth look at it. Yeah, for sure. And when I went, I haven't tried the catfish, man, but that catfish you had, it looked awesome. When I went, I did the 2-piece and a side. So I got a 2-piece dog, the leg and the thigh, man.
Right.
I tell you, that's what he specialized in, man. That chicken. That's why he called it chicken, man. Because when he do that chicken,
Right.
he fries it. I don't know what his recipe is or how he does. I guess he brines his chicken most definitely because you can taste the juiciness in the flavor
Yeah.
on the inside. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you bite
Mm-hmm.
into it, that joker just dripping juice up out of us. So most
That's
definitely
it.
either he inject it or he brines it with something. Because
Well, well, it's some of the best in the city.
it's some of the
You know,
best, man. Grease, the skin, the way the chicken skin, the batter or whatever he puts on that, the crispiness to it that you get the crunch, and then you just get that juicy drip out the tender of the meat, man. You gotta go by there and check out the chicken, man. And the setup he got out there is cool too, man. Real
yeah.
laid back. Like I said, it's in a parking lot, man. He has food trucks set up. He got awnings out there. He got fans going to keep it cool. He got TVs out there. He got barbecue grills. He got a daiquiri truck, man. He got the ultimate setup. He gives you everything you need all in one spot. So most definitely go out there, check out the chicken, man. Right there on Jackson and Macon. And you can go to DoorDash Revolution to see his review on the chicken, man. Or you can go to my YouTube page as well, that I have a video of me visiting the chicken, man, so you can see what I got. But yeah, go by and check him out whenever you over that way. He's official. I give him 2 thumbs up as well, man. Some of the best chicken in the M, man, for sure, for sure. It's right up there with Gus's. If you want to compare Gus's to Chicken Mine, I put Chicken Mine over Gus's, and you want to compare Hattie B's to that, I put Chicken Mine over both of them. So yeah, man, it's right up there, man. So y'all go by and check him out. And he has awesome sides, like my guy say. He hit you with the okra, he hit you with the onion rings, he hit you with the corn nuggets. He got the what? Spaghetti, French fries, chicken, catfish. He got it, man. Go by and see him, man, for sure. And I saw that you went to the Raising Cane, right?
That's correct. That's
Yeah,
correct.
chicken spot to open up out there in South Haven, man. Tell me about it. What was hitting on?
Uh, I can give it right now. You know what? Like a lot of restaurants when they open up franchise, we're talking about franchise, not talking about mom and pop shops right now. This is a
Yeah,
franchise, right?
yeah,
Usually in the grand opening, it's some of the best you ever taste on the planet.
yes,
And
sir.
then wait till a month and a half later, you like, wait a minute, what did happen to this establishment? Right? So we're gonna keep our eye on Raising Cane, see how it developed within a whole year. We're gonna do a food review, Raising Cane versus Slim Chicken, and Raising Cane probably versus Zaxby and vice versa. But right now, the way I can compare Raising Cane with Slim Chicken as of right now is the grand opening experience I had at both of them.
Mm.
Now, when Slim Chicken came, their grand opening was, and they still got good chicken, good taste, and all of that. Then it kind of fell off a little bit, but they beginning to come back now. They ain't got a choice. They got to come back. Raising Cane is in the city, right? Okay, and they from both of them in South Haven. Okay, Raising Cane, chicken was moist, tender, perfection. My wife, I think she graded it.
She gave it a good rating. She gave it like a 9. She said it was the bomb.
Yeah, she gave it a 9. I gave it an 8. You know, I'm a
Yeah.
little biased. I'm a little biased. I learned from experience. That when they have these grand openings with these franchise, they draw everybody in. What people don't understand, a lot of times they get the best cooks from that franchise that comes out of town to cook on grand opening day, maybe for that whole month. Then once they get the right people to follow their formula of recipe, then they move on.
Well,
Then
you know,
people,
it comes back down to what you said. It comes to employees. You understand? They probably got a special team in there right now
they
to
do.
make sure the grand opening goes smooth. But then as you start bringing other members onto the team, that's when you start seeing the food quality start to decline. So that's why you got to get over that first opening hump to really see if they're going to sustain that good flavor and overall product and quality that you expect. So yeah, for sure. You got to check them out and give them a longer standing to see if they're going to be keep that quality up there for sure.
Yeah, do they live up to the hype?
Yeah.
They finally here. I've been hearing a whole lot about them from other cities and stuff. They finally here now, and
Yo,
I'm
that
wondering.
grand opening, man, they had a line around the corner. I'm talking
They
about they must have had over 100 cars in line for their Raising Cane's chicken, man. So whatever they got going on,
300.
300 cars, man, for some chicken. Imagine that, man. If somebody can ever explain this, man, you can wait in line for hours and hours for some chicken. But she'll go somewhere else and complain if you have to wait 20 or 30 minutes. You'll go and wait 2 to 3 hours for a turkey leg, stand in line for a turkey leg. But you'll sit there and complain about having to wait in line at the DMV for 2 hours. Like, people, get your priorities together. I mean, what's going on, man? You do it like that. I don't know, man. They waited in line a long time. That line was stretched all the way to the expressway. I know that, man.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's why I waited long as I did before I went over there.
Yeah,
And
you went a couple of days. You went like a week later, and it wasn't no line, no wait. So,
well, it was a long line at the drive-through. I walked in. I wasn't there no more, maybe 8 minutes, 8 to 9 minutes, because I usually know when restaurants have their downtime. That's the advantage of being a delivery driver. And if you eat food at these different establishments that your clients, because you want to taste the experience that your clients, experience, so you can be able to give them the best experience as a delivery driver, so you can keep that business going. That's how you get your tips. That's how you get your repeated clients. And if you treat your clients right and be an extension of the business that you doing the delivery for, you make more money that way. You make more money that way. You see, I'm keeping you in business, keeps me in business. And our ultimate business is to make sure our client is happy and that they want to come back again and again and again.
yo, that's what's up, man. That Raising Cane's, I gotta try it. I ain't never been, man, so I gotta check it out, man. I ain't really too big on fast food, but
I understand. I
yeah,
understand.
I check it out when I get some time.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way: if you're gonna get the best of it, you better get it. You better get it within that month and a half time frame. After that, we don't know. You know what I mean?
I was oblivious to it because I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know what the whole hype was about, So I guess I don't even know where they came from. Where they bring it in from? Where Raising Cane's was from?
Well, I know they got some establishments over the West Coast, over there on the West Coast and stuff. They talked about it all the time. As a delivery driver, content creator, I heard a lot of content creators, they talked about it. And I was like, if it ever come here, I'm going to grade them against Slim Chicken. Matter of fact, I need to go ahead and tell the people about the grand opening of both of them. That's the only comparison I can give right now. Well, Slim Chicken's grand opening versus Raising Cane grand opening, Slim Chicken wins that due to the spiciness that's not hot, but the spiciness that is well balanced out in the ingredient that they use in their batter sets that chicken off, and the different sauces that they use, the cayenne ranch, it brings that flavor out of that chicken. We talking about the grand opening now.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Popeyes, no, Jack Purtles or churches?
I had some churches today. I had some churches today. You must somebody in my household must have told you I had some churches today.
we going churches with this. Now see, I gotta judge your chicken barometer now. I gotta see where you at now. We go Jack Purtles or churches. Yeah.
Well, Jack Pearl is not what it used to be.
Not at all.
You know, it used to be one of my favorite places when I first came to Memphis about 30 years ago. You know, they had that steak sandwich they used to fix.
Country fried steak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The coleslaw, the cheese,
Yeah,
gravy, extra wet.
Yeah, big old greasy sandwich, boy. Big old got the bag greasy, boy.
Then the original spices that Jack Pearl used to have back in the day.
Yeah.
They're not on that level now because probably a lot of your old heads are not in the establishments doing the cooking now. That makes
the gravy not even the same.
No, the gravy is not the same.
Nah, the gravy like it's just thick and just like I don't know, man. It's something else nowadays. Yeah.
Well, like I said, it even fell off after the pandemic this year.
Yeah.
So my thing is with this here. Churches just brought back the original season recipe last year. We had churches today. You must have talked to somebody in my household.
Nah, hey man, I know churches are serious, man. I know about churches. We talking chicken, so we talking fast food chicken, so we most definitely gonna put churches up there. We gotta see which one.
Yeah, they pretty good. I give them a thumbs up. You know, especially the establishment I went to. You know, they were on point. The one I went to was over there, off of Getwell area over that way. That's the one I went to. So they still on point. They rice, Cajun rice that we call here in the South dirty rice, and they put that sage in it. Always add a little butter and put that jalapeno juice off in it.
Yep. That's that church's meal for sure. That's that church. They even hit you with the sprinkle season now. They got the little sprinkle band. Hit it with the sprinkle joint. Yeah, you can't beat no church's chicken, man. For fast food chicken, man, they got the #1 spot, man. Can't compete.
Yup. I know our next project we getting ready to do together in our collaboration will be the barbecue Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
We're gonna do each one of them. So we're gonna have probably 7 episodes.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our research. We're gonna dig deep as we can to provide a rich history of these legends that built a legacy. Now, since I'm talking about that topic, I'm gonna ask you a question.
What up?
Which one of those aspects is more important to you? Being a legend or building a legacy?
Man, building a legacy. Building a legacy, man. Something to keep on going. Yeah, man. Something to keep on going. I think they 1-1. You build your legacy and you'll become that legend that you want to be, man. Give people something to talk about. As you say, always be remembered. You live on forever. If you want to live forever, they say nobody lives forever. Yes, you do. You can live forever through your legacy. Yeah, that's that gift that keeps on giving, man. My pops, he left a hell of a legacy.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He left a museum out here, the National Civil Rights Museum. That's a legacy that he left for Memphis and all of the nation to come and to experience. Yeah, man, for sure.
I want to give him a round of applause.
Yeah,
so,
man.
ladies and gentlemen, would you join us for giving him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, man. Bam. Yeah, and as you might not know, Pops, he passed away about 9 years ago. So rest in peace, Pops, man. Happy belated Father's Day to Pops, and happy Father's Day to you too, Doordash, man.
And you too. You
I'm not.
somebody's uncle. You
I'm not a
somebody's
father.
uncle.
I'm
So
not a father yet, though. But what you
you
do,
somebody's uncle though. You somebody's uncle. They included too now.
I am
Somebody's
somebody's
uncle.
uncle, man, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I
Yes,
enjoyed the
sir.
holiday like it was mine, man. I enjoyed I got a niece out there, man, 2 nieces, man. So yeah, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. So a lot of people look at their uncles as father mentor figures. You
yeah,
see
man.
what I'm saying? So I give that salute right back to you as well, young
Sir.
man.
My nieces know that I do anything for them for sure, man. I'm here for them for life, man. That is for sure, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes,
So
sir.
we coming up on this Juneteenth holiday, man. As I say, y'all get out there, y'all be safe, man. Uh, enjoy. If you get out there and barbecue, tap in with either me or Doordash Revolution. Go to my page for some barbecue tips. You know, that's what I'm there for. I'll be posting some content that I got going on for the holidays, you know, and we're gonna get out there and enjoy it. And I hope everybody be safe, man. Doordash, what's going down with you, man? What you got planned for the holidays,
I
man? Tell
don't
me.
know. I might be all over the place yet, brother. It's still up in the air. You know, sometimes I get out and I grind and I do them deliveries. I make more money at that time, and
Okay.
then I know I'm gonna be around a grill. I guarantee that. You know, I might do my special blend of my catfish dinner. I use potato chip batter for mine. But the secret to the ingredient that I use is from a Memphis company that makes the potato chip. So yeah, so I use two different flavors. I use the barbecue.
You use them dirty chips, huh?
Hey, I do them right now. I had them
Yeah,
suckers in the blender, man. When I put that bag, fix that bag, it looked just like milk. That's how
yeah.
good I do it. So and then we deep fry that bad boy. We batter it up, we marinate it, and do all that good stuff to it. And
Uh,
then it's gonna have you coming back for more. So we're gonna do also recipes on our channel as well. You know, from the backyard pitmasters type cooking. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
And
right.
then he's bringing you good tips on how to do the membrane and how to pull the membrane off the rib. Check his video out. He just did one not too long ago on the short. It was very educational, the quick tips. And I hope he continue doing those quick tips on his shorts because it's very valuable. And I thank the viewers. It's not a thank to it. I know the viewers enjoy it as well because I see how many views you've been getting. So that's an indication that they want to see more of that from you as well, with your creativity that you've been utilizing lately. And also the addition of the live stream when you utilize the preacher man when he come into your shop. I think
Oh
that'll be
man.
a good episode as well.
Hey, yeah, they gotta tap in. Hey, they gotta tap in. Check out the preacher man, OG Orange Mound Preacher Man. He gonna stop by the shop more often. We most definitely gotta have a segment with him. He got a message and he trying to bring some uplifting, man. Whether you agree with it or you don't, you rock with some of the things he say. That's cool, man. You know, if he gives it to you too harsh, if it's hard for you to digest, that's understandable. But he gonna tell it to you like it is.
Yeah,
No
but he from
holding
Memphis.
back.
He from Memphis though. No cut uncensored. You know.
No filter, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can hear his passion though. And that's an old cat who's speaking from experience, you know what I'm saying? And he's really just speaking from his heart because he's fed up. That's just the fed up. That's one of those old cats that's just fed up in the hood, man, with what he's experiencing, what he sees, man, and he's not pleased with it. I just want to give him that little opportunity, man, to just get out there and vent and let the people tap in and see what's going on, man. Because you know, it's not just the young people that's out here suffering, man. It's these older heads, man. They out here, they can't live in peace. You know, they gotta look over their shoulders, man, and they can't go to the store without worrying, you know, all that old extra stuff, man. So you know, it affects everybody, bro. So
Right.
he most definitely need a platform to speak his little spit, man, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir. Yes,
tell
sir.
with the preacher, man. Give him some views, give him some likes, man, because we encourage that, man. We encourage people to stand up, man. Anybody who trying to stand up and speak positivity to other people, that's what we hear about. Man. There's too much negative stuff going on, so we try to bring at least a little positivity. And that's why we got this cooking, this food, because food brings cultures, community, people, family, friends, everybody together, man. So You know, that's where we at with it, man. That's how me and DoorDash we connected. We hooked up over food. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
all that. You know what I mean? That's a common bond.
My motto is come in peace, leave in peace.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, I want to go ahead and give that round of applause to Desiree Robinson for being the first black female inducted to the Barbecue Hall of Fame, and then Flora Payne also was inducted into the Barbecue Hall of Fame as well. I'm gonna go ahead and give that, extension to them, as well as Melissa Cookston as
And
being
that,
the
and
first lady.
that's Payne's Barbecue, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So Payne's Barbecue, Cozy Corner, and the Memphis Barbecue Company.
Yes, sir. We're gonna give all them ladies, a round of applause right now.
That's there you go. 3 women in the barbecue game, man, in the Hall of Fame. Who would have? Who knew it was a woman's sport too? You, huh? It's a
That's
woman.
true.
Women run it too, man. Women can get out there and barbecue too. So
That's
you know,
correct.
yeah, it's not just a man to get out there and flip some meat on the grill, man. The women getting out there with the lighter fluid and the charcoal and putting steaks and everything out there. So you
That's
know, that's
correct.
awesome, man. They deserve what it is, man. Yeah, shout
That's
out to them
correct.
ladies, man. That's a beautiful thing.
And we will be definitely doing episodes on all of those inductees that's
Yeah.
from Memphis. We will do it on both channels, and then I'm gonna show you how you can put them all on the playlist. Because I got all ours on the playlist over there at Pitmaster BBQ. Uh,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do that. That way, we all have it on all three channels. That way, they can't miss it. They can't miss it. So that's a new season for that we want to do there. And then we got other plans that I'm not going to
On
reveal.
top of more food reviews. We finna get out here, man. We're gonna try these restaurants out. We're gonna be putting barbecue place up against barbecue place. We're gonna be putting chicken place up against chicken place. We're gonna be putting burger joint up against burger joint, taco joint. It's going down, man. So y'all most definitely want to subscribe, man. If you want to stay in tune with what's going on in the food scene here in Memphis and be up to date, man, y'all better check in, man. You got a restaurateur here, and you got a man that's out there delivering and moving packages every day for these restaurants. So you think we don't know the business? We are here for the restaurants, man. So you talking food, you talking my language, you talking his language. We here to speak, man. So let's have that conversation. And everything Memphis, we here to talk about it, man. So Memphis, we brought you the news, we brought you the food, we bring you up-to-date stuff, man. And we love y'all. We tuning in. And y'all enjoy the holiday. We're not going to extend this thing and draw it out because we just want to tune in to keep y'all posted to let you know that we are coming with more for you. So DoorDash, man, say your ones and twos. Let them know what you got going, man, and then we'll get up out of here. What you got planned for?
You basically said it all, brother. You basically said it all. So, like I said, bringing the community together is one of the key pet peeves that we have here. Being able to bring the community together, try to show people how you can get along. That you can learn how to agree and disagree and make everything all right. So be sure to subscribe to Ball Hoggers channel, DoorDash Revolution channel, Pitmaster BBQ Grills and Thrills, ladies and gentlemen. I can guarantee you're gonna be glad that you did. We got more surprises coming in the future as well. So be sure to tap in with us. You're gonna be glad you did.
Peace.
And we'll see you in the next video.